Hello, friends, or internet creeps, whatever category you fall into. This morning at 7:30 a.m., I had actually three things done. We started with an ultrasound, which, by the way, confirmed that the tumor that I felt growing, the pain that I felt right in this like 9 o'clock, they confirmed, oh yeah, there's a small little new one here. I want to note this because I wrote in my diary, I think I have a new tumor. It's on the inside. And when I had my first ever visit with the breast surgeon, she said that cancer is not supposed to be painful, like the tumors are not supposed to be painful. But my Bible study leader knew that she had cancer because the pain was so bad it woke her up at night. I knew that I had something wrong with me. Well, I didn't know it was something wrong, but I felt the pain for the original tumor, tumor number one. I felt that multiple times. And then I knew that I was growing a new one because I felt new pain in a different location. That's how I discovered tumor number two. And then when I felt a new pain, I thought, this is another new tumor. And that's what the MRI confirms. So if a doctor tells you that cancer is not supposed to be painful, this is just saying that I do know when I have cancer tumors growing inside me because it is painful, at least to me. Anyway, because my tumor is so off to the side, it's like right near my armpit. It'll be hard for the surgeons to, I guess, access it when I'm just lying on the table. So they had to put radiology clips in. They're called SAVI clips. I thought they were like little reflector strips on my tumors. Apparently, they beep when you put the ultrasound, and I actually heard the beep. So yeah, now I have little beeping things inside of my body. They tagged the three tumors that they know of, and they confirmed that nothing is really wrong with the right side. Yeah, my parents asked today, why do you want to do a double mastectomy instead of just doing the single side? And I said, if I told you next year, hey, mom and dad, I have another cancer and it's on the right side, like, would you want to go through these emotions again? And personally, I don't want to waste another year of my life doing stupid cancer appointments and treatments and going through another surgery. So for me, I mostly want to do a one and done. I want to avoid radiation, which was going to be guaranteed if I have a lumpectomy. So that's why I'm choosing mastectomy. Also for vain reasons, because my right boob is smaller. And if I get one side done, they're going to have to match it to the non-cancerous right side, which is the smaller side. And that's so unfair. So as a preventative measure, because if I'm growing cancer tumors in my body on one side, I have a chance of the current masses on my right side turning into malignant tumor. The cancer is so time consuming, and I don't want to put my parents through the pain of watching me go through this, and I don't want to go through another surgery. So for me, I want to do one and done. I read a lot of Reddit forums. This is a very, very personal choice. Personal as in everyone has completely different circumstances and reasons for choosing one or two breasts to remove. Oh, you know what's funny? I thought that mastectomy means that you just chop the whole thing off. But what a mastectomy is, I'm learning, is that you keep the skin bag, like the envelope, you keep that, but you just scoop out the innards, like the contents of your boob. I didn't know that. So you're basically gutting a pumpkin. So all the tissue, the nerves, the nerve ending, the milk ducts, everything, the inside gets scooped out. I didn't know that's what a mastectomy was. So the more you know. I told today's doctor who was going to perform the insertion of the radiology clips that anesthesia does not work very well on me. And the biopsy, I felt everything because they told the doctor about my body's resistance to anesthesia. Today's doctor was very attentive in making sure that I didn't feel any pain. She would like poke me with something. I didn't even feel it. And she said, sharp. Like I said, nope. Okay. And then she just goes in and jabs me with the thingy, the little clip thingy. I'm so glad that today's procedure went the way it did. She gave me a triple dose of anesthesia. So I went home in significantly less pain than last time when they had the biopsy. I was told that the insertion of the radiology clips, the SAVI clips, is less invasive and it's less painful because you're not like just trying to grab stuff out and pluck it out of your body. But still, the anesthesia helps. I love that she was very attentive. I'm so thankful. I'm noticing that as someone who is extremely shy about showing her body, like I never show my torso, but because of this breast surgery or breast cancer, I have to like bare my boobs to everybody. I was still mortified at the plastic surgeon place, but around the women in the breast clinic at the hospital, I noticed that I'm a lot less mortified, and that's a good sign because I mean these people see boobs all day anyway, so it's not like mine are that special. I think my advice to people who just recently got diagnosed is to not look at the forums, not because you're not going to be able to handle emotion. It's just that when you get information, it's basically information overload. I'm honestly not too bothered emotionally about the fact that I have cancer, but having cancer and having to suddenly learn all these new medical terms is so overwhelming. I waited until I talked to a human being, my breast surgeons, to get the answers pertaining to my specific type of cancer and my case of cancer. And that way I don't get overwhelmed with information that doesn't even pertain to me. Does that make sense? The more time passes and the more appointments you get, the more you keep hearing these terms and now you understand it. Oh, they gave me my surgery date. So I am officially going into surgery and to remove my cancers on on February 28th. I'm going to be the first surgery of the day. I don't know why, but I'm thankful for that as well. I'm going to stay overnight. I am allowed to have one family member with me. I don't really understand the whole drain situation. Something that I'm concerned with is I know that I will have numbing, and I read because over the muscle implants and tissue expanders are they're away from the muscle, the chest area is cold. I'm not looking forward to living a life like that because I have permanent nerve damage from a snowboarding accident on this arm. This hand does not get proper blood flow, so it's always cold. Even right now, this hand and this hand, they're completely different temperatures. And if I put both my hands on you, you will feel significant chill from this hand on your skin compared to this normal temperature hand. Man, I'm gonna have that all over my chest, and I'm gonna be constantly living in fear of catching a cold. No, ugh, like I hate it when girls are cold, and I'm gonna be a stupid cold girl now. The thought of having such a big operation so close in my future is a little bit daunting, but um, I just want to snowboard one more time before I have to go into surgery.